There is the question of whether and how we should support Ukraine, and Conservatives are firmly in favor of supporting Ukraine. And then there's the question of the particular provisions of Bill C-57. Now, Bill C-57 isn't a kind of in a vacuum endorsement of a relationship with a particular country. Bill C-57 is implementing a specific trade deal with specific provisions. And members opposite have said virtually nothing during this entire debate about the actual provisions in this legislation, about what this deal would actually commit Canada to and Ukraine to. And I'll read the section, which is a matter of contention, directly from the agreement. Consistent with Article 13.24, the parties shall cooperate bilaterally in international forums to address matters of mutual interest as appropriate to, and then a list, and I'll jump to item H. Promote carbon pricing and measures to mitigate carbon leakage risks. Again, that's right in the text of the agreement. Promote carbon pricing and measures to mitigate carbon leakage risks. So when in speech after speech, members of the government say, carbon price? Where? Well, it's right in the deal that they signed, Madam Speaker. So let's not pretend that it's not in there, because any Canadian could go online and find the agreement and find this provision. Promote carbon pricing and measures to mitigate carbon leakage risks. Now, I have a sense that Liberals don't actually take their word or their commitments very seriously, and we've seen that over the last 8 years. So I think the way they approach this deal is it's just words. It's only words. So why do they care so much? Well, Conservatives take our words seriously. We take documents we sign on to seriously, and we aspire to be people of integrity. So when we see in a trade agreement something that we profoundly disagree with, well, that's going to impact how we vote on that agreement. When we're committed to a national campaign to axe the tax, when one of our key priorities is axing the tax, when we've assured Canadians that we will axe the tax, it would be a little bit of a problem if we just shrugged off a line in an international agreement which would oblige us to promote carbon pricing and measures to mitigate carbon leakage risks. And that seems fairly basic, that we would note what's in the agreement, that we would evaluate the agreement on the basis of what's in it, and that we would make a decision accordingly, while on the separate point of support for Ukraine being very clear that the Conservative Party strongly supports Ukraine.